Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, Mr. Chu.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I'd like to ask you some questions. Do you have a lot of homework to do at school?
No.
Yes or no? Yes, Tina?
No, I haven't.
You haven't got lots of homework. Now, if you don't have a lot of homework, what do you usually do after school? Do you do something or do you go somewhere? Yes, Jessica?
I can go bike riding in the park.
You can go bike riding in the park. Who else? Yes, please?
I can play ping pong in my school.
Okay, you can play ping pong and...
I can play computer games at home.
Okay, very good. Yes?
I can swim in the swimming pool.
You can swim in the swimming pool.
I can play at home.
You can play at home. Now listen very carefully. If you have an hour, you can do it at home or at school or in the swimming pool. What about if you have a holiday? Let's say you have 3 days rest. You have 7 days rest. Or you have half a month. Long time. Where would you like to go?
I would like to go to the countryside.
Very good. You like to go to the countryside to breathe the fresh air. Yes?
I would like to climb the mountains.
You like to climb the mountain. All right. Now we have lots of places, and then you're going to see later. I'm going to ask you which place would you like to go. And this one?
Countryside.
Again.
Countryside.
So if you want to go to the countryside, you can see lots of farms, right? And you can see lots of flowers. Again, countryside.
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 And this word?
Lake.
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 In Beijing, there is a lake, Yuyuantan Lake. Another famous one, Kunming Lake, in the Summer Palace, right? Okay, lake.
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 What about this one?
Zoo.
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 Who likes to go to the zoo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Jessica, why don't you like to go to the zoo?
Because now I've went to many zoos and I've seen many animals, so it wouldn't be interesting for me to go again.
Okay, that's all right. Jessica has been to many zoos. So if you always see the animals, it's not interesting. So sometimes going to the zoo is fun, but not every day. Okay, zoo.
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 What about this one?
Beach.
Longer sound. Beach. Together.
Beach.
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 Who likes to go to the beach? Oh, I'm so happy. Now, beach, on the beach, what can you do? Yes, Tina?
I can play sand and swim in the
I can play on the sand or I can play with the sand. Swim in the sea, play on the beach. Very good. What about this one?
Waterfall.
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 Do you like to go to the waterfall too?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's very, very interesting. In Guizhou, we have one big waterfall. Okay, now what about this one?
Bank.
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 Does anyone often go to the bank? No. Who often goes to the bank? Yes, please?
My mother and my father.
Okay, right. Your parents often go to the bank because they want to get some money for you. Okay. And what about this one?
Island.
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 In China, we have a big island. That's called Hainan Island. Okay, island.
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 Now, island means surrounded by the water. You know, this is surrounded by the water, so it's called island. Together.
Island.
Okay, what about this one?
Plant.
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 this one?
Field.
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 Okay, what about this one?
Cinema.
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 Do you often go to the cinema, Charlie?
Yes, I
Yes, I do.
do. Yes, I do.
What about you, Susan?
No, I don't.
Okay. Now, if you do not go to the cinema, where do you watch movies?
On the TV.
On TV and also in the theater, okay? Sometimes supermarket.
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 What can you buy in the supermarket? Jessica, what can you buy in the supermarket?
I can buy many things in the supermarket, like clothes, toiletries, foods, and many others.
Okay, very good. And clothes and something, related to toilet things. Okay. And laundry things. Laundry, you wash your clothes. And Titi, what can you buy?
I can buy gifts.
Very good. I also can buy gifts. Okay, what about this one?
Forest.
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 Does anybody like to go to the forest? Okay, 3 girls. Now, in the forest, what can you see, Tina?
I can see many trees, and sometimes I will see some dangerous animals.
Oh, sometimes I can spot some dangerous animals. But when you go to the forest, you should not go to watch the dangerous animals. Otherwise, a tiger will catch you. Right? If you see the tiger, you cannot run faster than the tiger. You understand? The air in the forest is very, very fresh. Okay, what about this one?
Mountain.
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 And what about this one?
River.
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 Yangtze River.
Yangtze River.
Do you know Yangtze River? Changjiang. And then we have got the name Yangtze River.
Yangtze River.
Okay, we also say Yellow River. The Yellow River. Okay. Now this one?
Jungle.
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 Louder, please. Jungle.
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 And what about this one?
Desert.
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 Have you ever been to a desert?
No.
Jessica?
No.
No. Okay. If you go to the desert, I'm sure you would ride a camel. Do you understand? This is the camel. Only camels can walk on the desert, right? What about this one?
Park.
Do you often play in the park?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And finally?
Hospital.
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 Has any one of you been to the hospital? Oh, okay, thank you. Now, if you are sick, you should go to a hospital. I'm sure. And you have to be very careful, try to be very strong, and then you don't need to go to the hospital. Okay, which place would you like to go? Yes?
I like to go to beach.
Okay, you'd like to go to the beach. And then?
I would like to go to the island.
Island. Okay, thank you. Charlie?
I like to go to the mountain.
Okay, Susan?
I would like to go to the jungle.
Jungle. Okay, yes. Jessica?
I'd like to go to the forest.
You'd like to go to the forest. What about Titi?
I like to go to the park.
Okay. Now, we have got something to do. Now, in the summer holiday, summertime, and you have 4 weeks of holiday. Now, 1 month holiday. So, where would you like to go? What would you like to see? What would you like to do? And what would you like to eat? So, you are going to write something here. Now, the first one, where to go. So, you can answer, I'd like to go to Beihai Park. Okay. Now, remember, 4 weeks. You cannot stay in Beihai Park for 4 weeks. Okay. what would you like to see? Number 2, and what would you like to eat? What would you like to do? And whom to meet? For example, you want to go to somewhere. For example, I want to go to other places. Or America, I want to meet somebody. Okay, now I'm going to give you this one. The first one, I'd like to go.
I'd like to go to the beach.
Okay, who'd like to tell me? I'd like to see. Yes, please.
The New York Times Square.
I'd like to see the New York Times Squares. I'd like to eat. Jessica?
I'd like to eat Western food.
Western food. Okay. I'd like to do.
I like to fight and play with the animals.
You like to fight and play with the animals. And remember, not big animals, but small animals. Okay. Who would you like to meet?
I like to meet farmers.
Okay, farmers. Okay, that's very interesting. Now, a lot of people like to travel around the world. Let's see some other people where they would like to go. Okay?
Okay.
好，电视机前的小朋友们，现在我们请你们跟我们一起来看一段卡通片。
What's this? Hey, what's happening? Welcome, Master. I'm a magic carpet. Where are we? We're in a jungle. It is hot and wet here, and it's raining.
It's raining!
Now we are in a desert. It's very, very hot and dry. This is the South Pole. Wow, there is lots of ice and snow here. It's freezing. Where are we? I can't see.
In the mountains. Can you see me?
No, it's very foggy. Wow, forest! We're in the forest. It's windy. Master, this is an island in the sea. Wow, there is thunder and lightning here. Ah, let's go home. Wow, what an adventure.
Now, today we're going to talk about you are going to the mountain. And then what can you see? Now, look here. Here we have got a nice picture. And look here. The words, Wutai Mountain. Last summer, who can say some children went to Wutai Mountain. How did they go there? Who can answer my question? How did they go there? Yes, Titi?
They take the train.
Okay, they took the train. They went there by train. And how many hours did it take by train? Yes, Tina?
They took 5 hours.
Okay. Where did they arrive first? Yes, Susan?
They arrived in a small city.
They arrived at a small city. Okay, very good. And did they stay in the small city? Okay, answer my question. Now they arrived at a small city. Did they stay in a small city? Yes, Tina?
I think they don't stay in a small city.
I think they did. Do you know the reason why? Because they got ready for climbing the mountain. Do you know, sometimes you go to Thai mountain, and then you waited, and then early next morning, you try to climb the mountain. So, early the next morning, these little children try to climb the mountain. Now, who was ahead of the parents? Who? The little boy was far, far ahead of his parents, right? Because you're young and you're energetic, you like to run and run and run, your parents getting all tired, okay. And then, little boy had to slow down. And then why? Because he carried a rucksack. Do you know the word rucksack? Yes. Carried rucksack. And then the rucksack was getting heavier, heavier, heavier. And then what? You had to slow down because you carry a bag. You say, oh, it's too heavy. Okay, but I promised to carry my own bag. The reason why I promised, 我答应我父母 carry my own bag because my parents also have got the bags, right? But I pressed on. Okay, who can come here and talk about the story like this one? Jessica, would you like to try? Come here.
Last summer, I went to Wutai Mountain. First, we went by train for 5 hours. Afterwards, we arrived at a small city. We stayed there, and until the next early morning, we went climbing the mountain. I was running way ahead of my parents, but I had to slow down because I had a very heavy rucksack. It's getting heavier and heavier. But I promised to carry my own bag, so I pressed on.
What do you think? Good job. Well done. Thank you. Now give her a big hand. Okay, that's very good. Now let's look at this one. And later on, they saw the famous mountain. This mountain attracted many visitors. A little girl from Japan, about 5 or 6 years old, and she was also carrying a bag as big as my bag. And I learned that she had also climbed up herself. 5-year-old climbed up the mountain by herself. So I tried to help her. And the rest of the way to the top was the most difficult. And then all of us were tired and thirsty. Tired and thirsty, you want to drink water. By noon, I got to the top. So, my parents smiled at me. And they were very proud of me. So I climbed up this mountain high mountain on my own. Your parents were very happy. So I had to keep an eye on the Japanese girl. Do you know the word keep an eye? Who knows? Keep an eye. 照顾. Keep an eye on the Japanese girl because she was only 5 or 6 years old. So pulling her up, and then the stairs were too high, but we kept on and arrived on the top. We can see that climbing Wutai Mountain is not easy, right?
Yes.
Do you want to climb Wutai Mountain in the future? Yes, you should try. Boys should try. Girls, you should also try. 5-year-old Japanese girl, she can do it. Can you do it?
Yes.
Let's watch another piece of cartoon. All right? 好，电视机前的小朋友们，现在请你们再来给我们看一段小对话。
Paul, where did you go on the holidays?
Oh, I went to many places.
Did you go to Huang Mountain?
Yes, I did. I also went to Hainan Island.
That's great! What other places did you go to?
I went to the zoo after I came back.
I'm sure you had a good time.
That's right.
好，电视机前的小朋友们，你们喜欢我们这段小对话吗？你们自己也能说吗？ Okay. Now, if you like to go to different places, we are going to play a game. Now, look at my big chart here. Now, here. Some words are here. We only give you the first letter, and some of the letters are missing. Who can come here and do the first one? First one is 1. Okay, Tina again. Yes, Sydney. 1. C. Okay, C. What about this C? Jessica? Very good. Okay, thank you. Who can do this one? J. You like to go to the jungle. Who can try this one, Charlie? Waterfall. Land. Now listen to the sound. Land, land, and, land. Excellent. Well done. Okay, excellent. Finally, field. Titi, would you like to try? Excellent. So this is the part. Okay, excellent. Now I'm going to show you some of the pictures, and then you see where is it. They played in the
Park.
Which part? They played in the park or in the garden?
Park.
Okay. They went to the
Zoo.
Very good. They climbed
The Great Wall.
Excellent. They rode
A horse.
a horse. and they shopped in the
Market.
Okay, market. Because in the market you can see lots of fruits or any other things. Okay. They visited.
Tiananmen Square.
You also can say forbidden city because on this side it's forbidden city, 紫禁城. 故宫, forbidden city.